Now we're going to go back to action on the mat. And Cary Kolat from Jefferson Morgan High School in Pennsylvania, who has a career record of 137-0 in high school, recently tied by Chris Bono of Florida in the Pennsylvania Classic, and he was steaming about that, wanted another shot at Bono. He didn't get it because Bono lost to a wrestler from California who was then defeated by Roger Chandler from St. Edward High School in Ohio. And Chandler comes in 113-12 with his record. Has looked very strong in this tournament. It could be a great matchup for Cary Kolat. Roger Chandler of Ohio is wearing the red ankle bands, and Cary Kolat, of course, from Jefferson Morgan High School in Pennsylvania, wearing the green ankle bands.
St. Ed's with a fantastic program. We're just going to see what happens here. This is worth the price of admission. Not taking anything away from the other bouts, but
for those who are not familiar with Cary Kolat, a four-time state champion in Pennsylvania.
Cary Kolat has a history of winning very big tournaments. He's wrestled some great wrestlers throughout the nation on a college level. Comes right into a bear hug right now, trying an outside trip. Chandler tried to reverse dump him.
And he's
now
in trouble.
Back. He don't know if he's giving up points, I don't think. Oh, yes, he does. Kolat holding on to that arm. He wants to finish him.
Kolat got two, and he's going for a pin. Fred Ambrose right there watching the action. Kolat came into this tournament with a mission. He was embarrassed by his performance in the Pennsylvania Wrestling Classic, and he wanted to show everybody what he was made of.
Cary's wrestling 10 pounds up, just going after Bono.
3 points for the near fall. Kolat jumps out to a 5-0 lead over Roger Chandler of Ohio.
1 minute, that's all that went by just now? Jeez.
What action.
Fantastic.
Kolat, by the way, will be wrestling in college for the Penn State Nittany Lions, one of the top wrestling programs in the country.
I'm sure the coach at Penn State are very happy with that. I'm a little happy to see Cary stay in PA myself.
And Roger Chandler has also announced where he's going to be going to college in the Big Ten at Indiana.
Kolat with a Russian tie, not a whole lot going on there.
Chandler picked up 1 point for the escape. He trails Kolat 5-1 with 31 seconds remaining in the first period. They're swatting at one another, and now Kolat shoots in on a leg, and he gets 2 points for the takedown.
Nice single leg by Cary. I have never seen a kid move as quickly as him in high school. I'd like to know what his pressure per square inch is when he shoots his takedowns, but potentially dangerous right there, and it was. He had that arm way up over the top.
7-1 advantage for Kolat, and we're still in the first period with 11 seconds remaining.
Out of curiosity, what did Kolat say was his favorite positions here? Or what?
He did not give any answers to that. But his story is well known. He's got a wrestling room in his basement, and you talk about a dedicated wrestler. That is Cary Kolat. He is dedicated to the sport, Ed.
I believe we're not going to see the end of Mr. Chandler here either. Let's not count him out of this thing. He did a tremendous job getting to the finals. Some of the kids he beat was great along the way. And let's see what happens these next two periods. Good double leg.
Start from the neutral position here to start the second period, and he tried to get in on a double leg on Kolat. They go off the mat.
Chandler not seeming to be intimidated as most wrestlers against Cary. He went right out there, shot a double, trying to fish his way in.
You may be interested in what Chandler listed as his wrestling strengths. He simply put down, loves to wrestle.
Oh, that's great. That's great. He changes up pretty well in there, George, also. They miss a single, go to a duck, look for a mistake.
Kolat wearing the blue wrestling outfit, and Chandler in black.
Okay, shot a high crotch, wound up with an outside single. No action, coming back up. Nice shot, though.
Fred Ambrose is the official, and boy, he's been around for a long time. I've seen Freddie at a lot of wrestling matches.
Yes, he has. I think the overall tournament was well officiated, a tribute to those guys. That's a tough job.
Down to 1 minute remaining, second period. Kolat of Pennsylvania with a 7-1 lead over Roger Chandler of Ohio. Two of the top wrestling states in the country, Pennsylvania and Ohio, going head-to-head.
Absolutely. And St. Ed's, without a doubt, I don't know how many years ranked #1 in the country as a high school. Cary showing some strength here. Chandler right back at him, got his hip back up. Good job.
After that opening flurry in which Kolat picked up some points, Chandler has sort of leveled himself off and has wrestled very well, and he just picks up 2 points.
Yeah, Cary showed he tried a Jap wizard there, and I think he just bailed out.
Kolat leading 7-3 over Roger Chandler of Ohio.
Now, if I recall, this is what Bono was working on Kolat when he was on top. If there is such a thing as him having a little problem with one of the 3 positions being top, bottom, or neutral, I'd say bottom will be his problem.
We move to the third period. Cary Kolat from Jefferson Morgan High School in Pennsylvania with a 7-3 lead over Roger Chandler of Ohio from St. Edward High School in Ohio. And Kolat will start on the bottom as we start the third period. Chandler on top.
I'm going to give 5 stars to each wrestler for both those periods.
Chandler remains in control.
Kolat just using some hand control, trying to feel his way. Chandler, leg in, going up for power halves. Trying, I think, get a quick 2 out of this early in the going if he can, just out of a tilt. That could be a tough way to go. Cary used to wrestling freestyle, knows how to spread his base, prevent that kind of action.
Chandler's working on him, though.
Yep.
And there's 2 points for Kolat.
Kolat takes, okay, potentially dangerous, rightfully called. He had that knee really getting twisted up in there. And when he stepped over and applied that added pressure, you got to break that.
And that knee is bothering Chandler right now, as Kolat is taking a 9-3 advantage over the young man from Ohio. And there's a look at what we were talking about. Look at that knee.
Oh, yeah. Now, yes, right there.
Fred Ambrose very quick stepping in to stop it.
Good call by the official. Believe me, 1 second later in the right pressure, and that knee pops. And these kids have a long college career ahead of them, every one of them in this tournament, and that's one thing you don't want to do or see.
They're still working on Chandler, and it appears as though he's going to be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Minute 26 seconds remaining.
Good-looking kid there, Chandler. He's slapped together, good movement.
Kolat with a 9-3 advantage here in the third. And they bring a knee brace in for Chandler. He's going to put something on, a wrap on that knee.
I don't see injury time. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, they've knocked it down. He's down to a minute 6. Chandler on the bottom, Kolat on top as we resume action.
Keep moving, keep moving. Keep moving, moving.
Cary with a half spiral ride there. Head lever.
That's illegal right here. We have 1 point ranks.
Illegal move on Kolat, and Chandler is awarded 1 point. Ed, you might explain that.
Yeah, Cary wrestles a lot in the danger zone, I like to refer to it as. That's great there. He is a very, very intense wrestler. He applies pressure, and he gets that. Well, he got that arm out there to explain what happened, and he took it against the joint, and it's very specific. 1
point escape for Chandler, and that tightens it up even further. It's now 9-5 in favor of Kolat with 36 seconds left in the match. After a shaky start, Chandler has really given Kolat all he can handle.
You bet. You bet. Now, Cary baiting him with that single leg. He's done this back flip move twice that I've seen, and I think he wants to try to exhibit it one more time by giving that leg out there. Chandler going to an outside single. 8 seconds to go. I'll tell you what, everybody got, whoops.
Stalemate, and they'll start it over with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh, he did take a shot. I thought they would just let that go. Great job.
And Cary Kolat from Jefferson Morgan High School in Pennsylvania gets a hug from Roger Chandler. Excellent match between these two wrestlers. Kolat is the champion.
Outstanding.
At 140 pounds.
And the fans are going to give Cary a farewell to his high school career here, and this is great to see. Standing ovation from some of the fans for the top wrestler in the state of Pennsylvania, Cary Kolat. Without a doubt, one of the top in the country. When I say one of the top, he's got to be in that top 5 somewhere. Outstanding career for Cary. And let's go to Todd DeAngelis and Cary Kolat.
Thanks, George. We better hurry up with this interview. This kid is quick at 140 pounds. You seem to be a heck of a lot quicker than even guys in the smaller weight classes.
Well, I'm really a 30-pounder by size. I went up to Forney to rematch Chris Bono from Florida, but he got dropped out before he got to me.
Was that really the matchup you wanted after having a draw with him in the Pennsylvania Classic?
You know, he got beat by a kid that this kid I just wrestled stuck. I mean, I never say anything bad about a person, but I honestly believe that kid is not that good.
He held you a little bit close there. There was a time where you had a little bit of a breather for the injury timeout. Do you like that, or does it just serve to break the momentum?
It shut me down. But you know, basically all I want to do is, with the size and everything, I knew I couldn't last as long. So I tried to score all my points the first 2 periods, and then actually try to hang on to the third.
I've been asking some of the wrestlers about the pressure involved here with the national title on the line. Does it add anything, or are you so focused that it really doesn't affect you?
You know, I really came here for all the guys in this weight class. There was about 5 or 6 of us that were top dogs. We were wrestling for a national championship. I think we're all wrestling to see who's going to be the best recruit this year. So basically, whoever won this class, I think is going to be the top.
You now head to Penn State for a college career. What do you expect there?
Great things, I hope.
Okay, George, that's it. The 140-pound champion, as expected. Pennsylvania's own Cary Kolat, the end of a great high school career, the beginning of what promises to be a great college career.
A great champion, Cary Kolat from Jefferson Morgan High School in Pennsylvania.
Absolutely.